OutDaughtered. Blayke and Parker Busby start modeling career. See photos. The OutDaughtered cast members are super adorable, and the fans love them for who they are. Danielle and her 6 little girls exhibit a beautiful and peaceful appearance. Likewise, the mother has wanted to be there for her every kid, and now it seems like she must have started to support some. Blayke and Parker Busby to emerge as top models? Tune in with us to find out. OutDaughtered. Blayke and Parker Busby trying to pursue modeling? Danielle Busby has always loved to top off her look with various fashion trends. The mother styling has been an inspiration for the fans. The OutDaughtered fans always get motivated to try Danielle's outfit. Meanwhile, the mother must have passed on her legacy to the kids. Apparently, Danielle's online clothing store, Busby, is much in the news. And the mother of 6 keeps promoting it. It often has her daughters showing off their cute clothing. Likewise, Blayke and Parker Busby modeled for the family-owned store in a recent post, and they looked stunning. Both the sisters wore a white ruffled top and pastel-colored skirts. Blayke and Parker stood posing in quite a model way, and the fans love them. Parker flaunts her outfit very stylishly, with one hand down and the other on the side. Meanwhile, Blayke stands casually yet elegantly to pose. Hence, fans feel that the kids should better get a modeling career. With a lot of practice, they will be able to do a lot better. Fans commented on how cute the sisters were looking. More so, with Busby in hand, they will finally be a model. OutDaughtered. TLC bribes the family to bring them back. With all the love and affection from the fans, the family has risen to a loving base. However, the Busby family shocked the fans when they hinted they wouldn't be back on television for a while. More so, fans feel it has to do something with the family's internal matters. Surprisingly, TLC sent a cute yet noisy gift to the Quints on their coming birthday. Turns out it's a musical sheet mat. Adam shared the video on his Instagram and wrote in the video that he's glad the followers can't hear what he's hearing. That's because it was super noisy. Meanwhile, some fans think that TLC sending the girls a gift is a way of bribing the Busbys. That way, the family and TLC can maintain good ties, and they will be back. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And stay tuned to TV seasons and spoilers for the latest updates on OutDaughtered. OutDaughtered. Danielle Busby shares how much she spends for groceries, and you'll be surprised to know this. Adam and Danielle Busby are parents to 6 adorable daughters. Their oldest is Blayke, accompanied by the Quints. Managing a family with 6 kids, especially daughters, can be slightly more dramatic and overwhelming for the parents. Besides coping with emotional drama, managing a home of 8 can be an expensive task. Danielle from OutDaughtered recently shared an estimate of the amount she spends on her family's weekly groceries. Read further to know more. OutDaughtered. How much do the Busbys spend on food every week? OutDaughtered stars Danielle and Adam have plates full of loads of responsibilities that come unannounced with being parents to 6 kids. Besides managing their professional life, both of them equally invest in their personal life. During a conversation with Daily Mail, the Busby family matriarch shared a rough estimate of the amount they spend on groceries. Danielle responded that they spend roughly around $800 to $1,000 merely on groceries. She added that besides food and beverages, their daughters' sports as well as lunches are a part of this. Mama Busby then agreed that it was expensive. Adam soon joked that most of their grocery expense goes for laundry detergent, as the family has laundry day almost every day. Then, the OutDaughtered couple expressed happiness that they had crossed the newborn stage for their quintuplets. They added that, at times, they still feel overwhelmed with all the work associated with raising 6 daughters. Danielle then claimed that they were outnumbered and quickly corrected themselves to be OutDaughtered. Thus, it can't come under overspending, as using $800 to $1,000 on groceries for a family of 6 is reasonable considering the skyrocketing cost of living. However, spending $1,000 on groceries every week can be hard on the parents. As Danielle once mentioned that the couple keeps a close track of their pennies to provide for the life daughters deserve. OutDaughtered. How do the Busbys manage their expenses? Mama and Daddy Busby often find themselves hooked on their daughters. Undoubtedly, managing a family with a teen and 5 8-year-olds can be overwhelming and draining. This couple has come together to manage their finances in order to provide for their family. It was earlier revealed that the Busbys receive somewhere between $25,000 to $40,000 for shooting weekly for OutDaughtered. Besides collecting cash from the network, Danielle and Adam are also excelling in their respective professions, as Danielle owns the Grayson B Boutique, a family apparel store in Texas, while Daddy Busby owns Adam Busby Media. Additionally, the family has a collective YouTube channel named It's a Buzz World. The currently airing Season 9 features a lot of the family's updates, the change in their family dynamics being one of them. Ever since the opening of Danielle's boutique, she has been more occupied with the store, and the responsibilities associated with their daughters have now shifted to Adam's court. Besides looking after them, he gets overwhelmed with the work associated with their extracurricular activities. Irrespective of how what is done, all the Busby girls are raised well. Keep coming back to TV season and spoilers for the latest OutDaughtered updates. OutDaughtered, Danielle Busby flaunts shocking baby bump. Unbelievable. Mother Busby has been a little emotional lately. Her daughter's birthday was around the corner, realizing how beautifully Blayke had grown. Meanwhile, while sharing it, the OutDaughtered celeb also posted a picture of her baby bump on Instagram stories. Is she pregnant, or what else? Tune in with us to find out. OutDaughtered, Mother Busby gets emotional, shows off her baby bump. The OutDaughtered fans love the Quints and the Busby family. They have been waiting for the new season. However, it's delayed as Adam informed it. Meanwhile, Blayke Busby has finally turned 12, and the parents are rejoicing that they see their kid grow. Amid all this, Danielle Busby shared a picture of her baby bump on her Instagram stories. The mother declared that she couldn't believe it. Likewise, the story also included a picture of girls and their big sisters. So, is Mother Busby pregnant again? Well, of course, she cannot be due to her medical history. However, the parents have always hoped for a baby boy. But that isn't the case here. Turns out the picture that Danielle shared is actually of when she was pregnant with the Quints. Danielle informs the fans that so much time has passed since then, and it feels like yesterday. More so, she couldn't believe all her kids were growing so fast. Danielle celebrated Blayke's last weekend, and the coming weekend, she'll celebrate the Quints' birthday. Hence, she's very excited and in addition very emotional due to all the events. OutDaughtered, Parker Busby wants to dye her hair purple. As the Quints' birthday is approaching, they get very excited. Recently, they saw their big sister celebrating her birthday and having fun. Now they're starting to demand some really extra gifts. Turns out Parker Busby wants to color her hair purple for her 7th birthday. However, fans feel that Parker is very young and that she shouldn't be involved in these things. Some OutDaughtered fans even added that Danielle shouldn't expose her kids to cosmetics at such a young age. They were also furious at Adam for not correcting his daughter or telling her that it was harmful. Meanwhile, some fans think that the parents are well aware of it and won't let Parker dye her hair. OutDaughtered, Uncle Dale shares sad news about his little girl. The most loved character on OutDaughtered after the Quints is definitely Uncle Dale. The 38-year-old has stolen fans' hearts, and there's no complaint about it. Uncle Dale entertains the Busbys and the TLC viewers with his charm and witty intellect. However, this time there's something he sadly shared with his followers. To know more details, tune in with us right now. OutDaughtered, Why Uncle Dale is Sad. The reality TV show is yet to make its return for Season 9. However, in the meantime, life updates can only be maintained from their social media accounts. Hence, Uncle Dale shared an Instagram post that suggested possible sad news moving onward. Turns out the 11-year-old Kenzie is growing up, and Dale doesn't like it. That's because Uncle Dale feels she's up too fast. Well, you can't stop time. Blayke's best friend Kenzie attended a middle school dance, just a year older than her. And her father has mixed feelings about it. Crystal's husband shared a picture with his daughter and her. And in the caption, he wrote that sadly, his baby girl was growing up and went to her first middle school dance. He further shares that he used to have the best time back then, and used to come all drenched in sweat. However, It wasn't only Uncle Dale who was all drenched in an emotional pit. Turns out, Aunt Kiki also shared the same heartful emotional response. The mother of one took to her Instagram stories to share the same. Aunt Kiki shared Kenzie's dance look while fighting back the tears. Meanwhile, fans joked about Uncle Dale's hair, saying he made sure his hair stayed in place. Others cheered for Kenzie's middle school dance. OutDaughtered. Kids are growing up. Danielle shares updates on Blayke's school event. It's been almost 6 years since OutDaughtered aired, and since then, the cast members feel like a family to the fans. The TLC viewers have watched the Quints grow up, and they share the same emotional reaction as the Busbys. Meanwhile, as Kenzie got ready for her middle school dance, her best friend got ready for something else. Hence, by which Danielle got carried away fighting tears. Turns out Blayke Busby attended her first ever cotillion. And the mother couldn't be merrier. The OutDaughtered celeb shared a post on Instagram where she wrote, "She got teary-eyed. That's because the 10-year-old is growing up too fast." However, Danielle's tears were certainly happy ones. Blayke wore a super cute pink dress and cheesed a happy smile with other 5th graders. How long have you been watching OutDaughtered? Tell us in the comments below. And stay tuned to keep checking updates on TV seasons and spoilers for more. OutDaughtered Danielle Busby risks herself trying to reunite with Adam. Last week, the mother of the Quintuplets successfully completed a business trip. However, just when the OutDaughtered star thought she would be back to her routine with the girls, things took an ugly turn. Someone close to her suffered a tragic loss that took Danielle to Louisiana. What's more, she took a big risk trying to reunite with her husband by rushing back. Let's take a detailed look. OutDaughtered stars Adam and Danielle take separate trips. Fans of OutDaughtered already know that Danielle and Adam are all in when it comes to enjoying their life. Recently, they spent an entire summer on vacation with their 6 daughters. However, they had to go to separate destinations once their little ones were off to school again. While Adam left for the mountains for a bonding retreat, Danielle went on a business trip to Dallas in regard to her online boutique. While Danielle thought she would be back home soon after her business trip, life had other plans for her. Her best friend lost her mother, and Danielle had to be there for her. She kept fans updated about her whereabouts. When OutDaughtered fans wondered who's going to take care of the girls, she let them know that Adam was on his way back. The audience was also concerned about her safety considering the hurricane recently hit Lake Charles. However, while driving she was hoping that it went another way. All in all, the mother of 6 was able to be with her friend to offer support during a difficult time. However, it looks like the reality TV star put herself in some grave danger, hurriedly trying to get home. OutDaughtered star Danielle risks her safety to reunite with Adam. With Hurricane Ida nearing the Gulf Coast, Danielle had to take a traffic-heavy route to Louisiana from Texas. At the time, 5 hours were remaining until Danielle got home, most of which she spent stuck in the traffic. While she was eager to reunite with Adam as soon as possible, there was another reason why she wanted to go home soon. Dale, her brother-in-law, was participating in a charity event dance competition on August 28th. As reported by Tshoses, during the time she was stuck in traffic, hubby Adam kept sending Danielle pictures of some of the possible choices for his outfits for Dale's event. While Danielle praised her husband's good looks, she wasn't pleased with being apart from him for 6 whole days. In a different frame, the TV personality revealed that she might not have sufficient food for the entire ride. Fortunately, she consumed a hidden cliff as a snack to compensate for all 3 meals. Even though she had to go to the restroom and was clearly hungry, Danielle pushed through in the hopes of reuniting with her husband and brother-in-law real quick. Finally, efforts paid off, and she was there in time for the event. The loving wife also joked about wanting to spend some alone time with her husband by slipping out a little early. Let us know what you think of the risk Danielle took to reunite with Adam in the comments below. OutDaughtered. Ava Busby's big health issue. Worried mom Danielle comes to the rescue. The Busbys from the noted reality TV show OutDaughtered is one of the most lovable families. Although their show isn't on the air for 365 days a year, the family keeps updating fans about their lives through social media. Their post mainly contains a whole lot of positivity and wholesomeness. However, mother Danielle Busby recently shared some unfortunate news with all the followers. It involves her daughter, Ava Lane. OutDaughtered. Ava Busby falls sick, isn't going to school. The famous Busby mom of 6 daughters, Danielle, shared an unfortunate update through her Instagram uploads. She revealed that one of her quintuplet children, i.e., Ava Lane Busby, has contracted an infection. The reality star opened up and said that her daughter had a bad sinus infection. It turns out the condition is so intense that she isn't able to go to school. The TV celebrity also mentioned that she and her husband Adam Busby were traveling when Ava fell sick. However, all the children were under the custody of their grandparents, i.e., Adam's parents. They acted quickly and saved the day by talking little Ava to a doctor immediately. As a result, her sickness is under control now. The young mom spoke about using a nose sucker to treat her little one as she is having trouble blowing her nose. She included a lovely picture with the update of Ava laying in bed with tissues at her side. She was also playing with some poppets. OutDaughtered. Danielle is an awesome mom. Fans keenly notice Adam and Danielle Busby's parenting skills through their show and social media. After all, taking care of 6 daughters isn't a piece of cake. Hence, they have been termed as incredible parents by their well-wishers. As Ava fell sick, Danielle has been giving lots of updates about her health. In a new post, she revealed that both of them indulged in some one-on-one mother-daughter bonding. Because of her health, the TLC star hasn't been sending her daughter to school. She is waiting for her to make a full recovery. As a result, both of them are doing a lot of indoor activities. In one of her recent posts, Mama Busby shared a vibrant selfie of her with Ava. They were both doing some jigsaw puzzles together. She gave another health update and told the fans that her girl is feeling a whole lot better. Therefore, they were glad at the news. They sent the beloved family a lot of blessings and wished for Ava's health to stay stable. OutDaughtered Season 8 premiered in 2021. There have been no confirmations so far for a new season. However, fans are hopeful TLC will confirm it soon. OutDaughtered. What does Uncle Dale actually do for a living? Net worth revealed. The OutDaughtered cast was introduced to TLC viewers back in 2016. Over the years, they have become one of the most loved TV stars of all time. Fans adore Adam and Danielle Busby's beautiful daughters, including Blayke Louise and the Quintuplets. However, another member of the family has gained a lot of love from the audience. Dale Mills, popularly known as Uncle Dale, first appeared on the reality show in its 3rd season. Since then, he has become a popular celebrity, just like the Busbys. Here are some details about the television personality. OutDaughtered. What is Uncle Dale's net worth? Does TLC pay him at all? Over the years, Dale Mills has appeared in many episodes of OutDaughtered. His relationship with the Busby daughters gained a lot of love from the viewers. He even has a huge social media fan following that refers to him as his beloved name on the show, Uncle Dale. However, a lot of them wondered if TLC even pays him for his appearances. Well, in the past, Mills has revealed that the network does give him a salary. But it's highly likely that it's nowhere close to what the Busbys earn per episode. As per Reality Tidbit, Adam and Danielle Busby might be getting a shockingly high salary. Generally, reality stars get a share from the 10% of the entire budget of a show. So, in that case, there are chances that the Busbys could be making around $25,000 to $40,000 per episode of OutDaughtered. Hence, chances are Uncle Dale could be getting at least half of the main cast salary. How is Uncle Dale related to the Busbys? Is he married? The Busby family is related to Dale through his wife's side of the family. Danielle Busby's sister, Crystal Mills, is married to Dale Mills. So, he became an uncle to Danielle's daughters. Crystal and her husband got married back in 2007 and will be celebrating their 14th anniversary on October 20th, 2021. The couple shares 2 children together, Bronson and Mackenzie. Over the years, both Aunt Kiki and Uncle Dale have become the favorites of all the Busby daughters. OutDaughtered. What does Uncle Dale do for a living? Uncle Dale and his wife, Crystal Mills, who is popularly known as Aunt Kiki, have been appearing on the show for years. But being a TLC cast member isn't the only job they do. According to Dale Mills' LinkedIn profile, he is currently working for Lance Rental Company and holds the position of Director of Sales in the Pump Division department. On the other hand, the popular TV star had previously worked at a company called Intrinsic Solutions for more than 6 years. During his 20s, he even worked as a store manager and a server for a restaurant after high school. Appearing on OutDaughtered has brought a lot of popularity to Dale Mills and his wife. As of the time of writing, Uncle Dale has a following of over 330K on his Instagram. Do you like Uncle Dale and Aunt Kiki? Tell us in the comments below. Stay tuned to TV season spoilers for more updates. OutDaughtered spoilers. Hazel Busby gets a special shout-out. OutDaughtered spoilers and updates tease that star Hazel Busby stands out in her own way from her other sisters, and she's noticeable with her beautiful red hair. That and the fact that she wears eyeglasses make her easy to identify amongst the other Quints. This week, on World Redhead Day, her dad Adam gave her a special shout-out. How rare is red hair? Read on to find out. OutDaughtered spoilers. Dad Adam shouts out Hazel Busby on World Redhead Day. Each Quint on the TLC show comes through their own personality and features that help fans identify them. Ava and her twin sister Olivia seem the hardest to tell apart, and a lot of people just gave up trying. However, being twins makes them special. Then there's Parker, the tallest and slowest to smile. Her sister Riley takes it away with attitude and her pretty little face. Then there's the redhead that fans find the easiest of all to identify. OutDaughtered fans saw a post that featured Hazel Busby back in March 2020. She sat on a grassy verge with her sisters Ava, Olivia, and Parker. Parker and Hazel cradled their little dolls, and fans thought it was so cute as Hazel held a red-headed doll. Actually, some of them talked about how difficult it seems to find a doll with that color of hair. However, it's unlikely that they're as hard as finding a red-headed kid. Adam gave her a shout-out on World Redhead Day, but how rare are people with red hair? Cute photo of the Quint shared by her dad. In his post on May 26th, the OutDaughtered dad confused National Redhead Day with World Redhead Day. Actually, the National Day comes on November 5th. However, World Day comes on May 26th. So, Hazel Busby gets a special celebration twice a year. In his post, his caption read, "Happy National Redhead Day to the sweetest little ginger I know." Booting stereotyping out the window, his little girl smiled sweetly as she pushed a toy car around. Naturally, lots of OutDaughtered fans commented on the post, and all of them agreed that she is very sweet and cute. You might wonder why people with red hair get their own special day. Well, apparently, it's very rare. 9 News reported that less than 2% of the world's population has red hair. Actually, they mostly live in places like Scotland and Ireland. The outlet also notes that red hair and blue eyes are the rarest hair-eye color combinations. However, it's not easy to make out if Hazel has blue or green eyes. Other interesting points noted include the fact that kids with red hair often end up left-handed. Additionally, they might need more general anesthesia due to pain sensitivity. According to Wikipedia, the OutDaughtered parents both carry the gene that causes the color of Hazel Busby's hair. A melanocortin-1 receptor must be inherited from both parents. Sometimes, people think that people with red hair also become bad-tempered easily. However, that's just an old folk tale. Remember to check back with us often for more news, spoilers, and updates.